Blah 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 blah. Welcome to Magic the Chat. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Magic the Chat. I'm your host Cal. In today's video, I wanted to do something a little different. I'm going to be talking to you about the new value boosters that are going to be introduced in Bloomburrow. My thoughts on them, basically what Wizards are thinking. When I first saw this, I thought it was a joke. When I realised it wasn't, I was not shocked. That wouldn't be the right word. But almost mesmerised by the idea that Wizards of the Coast, not very long ago, with Karlov Manor, decided they were simplifying the booster lineup, going straight down to play boosters and collector boosters from all the other boosters we had before. And they've now decided to make a U-turn to make these value boosters that are 7 cards a piece without the guarantee of a rare. And to me, that is just insane. People kicked off about Aftermath, and rightfully so. I think everyone's been unhappy with Assassin's Creed, and rightfully so, due to the booster size. And these value boosters are not much different. I think how people view these value boosters will depend a lot on the pricing. Because if these are more than, say, £1.50 or $1.50, and you don't have the guarantee to get a rare, is that something people are really going to go for? Or are these going to sit on shelves like Aftermath did? Like Assassin's Creed is starting to. And from a business perspective, I understand that Wizards of the Coast, they're a company, they have to try and make money, yada yada yada, but it makes no sense to decide something and then just completely go back on that and go, no, you know what, here's another type of booster for you to keep up with. I do think a value booster is not the worst thing in the world. I think having one that doesn't guarantee a rare is, because growing up and buying a pack on my way home from school, it wasn't cheap, but I was lucky enough that that was something I could do. And from those packs, it's not the commons or uncommons that I always remember. Sometimes it is, don't get me wrong. I remember Balustrade Spy very well. That was a card that I loved, that has pushed me down a mill route my entire life. But generally it's the rares, the mythics that you look back fondly at. Like, I remember opening my first Planeswalker, which is Liliana of the Dark Realms. I remember opening my first Fetch Land. Stuff like that. And the idea that Wizards of the Coast have already been predatory, is maybe not the word, but have been greedy with the higher end of Magic, looking at, you know, VIP edition and the ultimate Fetchland bundle thing that they did. They've been greedy on that end, and now they're going after the poor people. Essentially, they've gone, right, we've milked these wealthy people as much as we can. They're buying all this stuff that we're putting out. How can we now take advantage of a cheaper market? Oh, I know, we'll release 7-pack boosters that don't necessarily have a rare. I look at Aftermath and think, People didn't want 7-card booster packs when there was a guaranteed rare. I worry for the sales of this, because how long is it until, if they realize that they can't really make money on the lower end, how long is it until they completely cut off that lower end and they go, right, we're just going to market to the more expensive side of things? Because draft booster packs, yes, they weren't as fun as set booster packs, but draft booster packs served a purpose for playing the game. And I've done some drafts with play boosters and it works fine, and you know, it is fun. But I do think we miss draft boosters as an entry point. I know the cost of everything has gone up, but the cost of Magic seems to have gone up twice as fast. And I don't know if that's a good thing for Hasbro and WOTC, because at a certain point, greed will get too much and people will start looking elsewhere. I know I used to be a person who would purchase pretty much a booster box of every set, and I'm privileged in the fact that that's something I could do. That is now something I can no longer do, because I'm not in that kind of financial place. And I'm not saying that's where everyone should be, because of course not. Different people have different finances and ways of life and expenses and responsibilities. But everyone should be able to buy a booster pack and get a rare. That is my take on the issue. What do you guys think about these value boosters? Is it something that you're going to pick up? Is it something you're excited for? Am I completely off base here? Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you all for watching. I've been Magic the Chatterin, also known as Cal. Find me on Instagram at @the_Chatterin, on X at @m_the_Chatterin, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.